The sum of two integers with the same signs is calculated by adding the absolute values and keeping the sign. For example, -5 plus -3 is calculated by adding 5 plus 3 and appending a negative sign to get -8. This result can be justified using positive and negative chips that cancel each other out. Since there are no positive chips to cancel out the negative chips, 5 negative chips and 3 negative chips combine to get 8 negative chips, or -8. The sum of two integers with different signs is calculated by rewriting the sum so that one of the integers cancels out. For example, -5 plus 3 can be rewritten as -2 plus -3 plus 3, where -3 plus 3 equals 0. So, the sum is what's remaining, -2. This result can be justified using positive-negative chips, where 5 negative chips are added to 3 positive chips. Notice that 5 negative chips can be rearranged so that 2 negative chips are added to 3 negative chips. Then, the 3 negative chips and the 3 positive chips combine to make 0. This leaves 2 negative chips, or -2. This process works for adding any two integers with different signs. Note, when the absolute values of the two integers become greater, it may be helpful to subtract the absolute values to find the correct split for the integer with the greater absolute value. The commutative and associative properties of addition can be used to rewrite and calculate the sum of two integers. First, the integer with the greater absolute value is split. If necessary, the order of addition can be reversed because addition is commutative. Then, the associative property can be applied to group the add-ins that add up to 0. So, two integers with opposite signs can be added by splitting the integer with the greater absolute value, applying the properties of addition, and applying the fact that two opposites add up to 0.